Hustle. Pray. Eat.
Here's the reality. There is a gifting when it comes to communication. There's some people who can speak and write, and there's some people that's good at it. I'm not good at the speaking part. I can write. I love to write.
Yeah, you're a good writer.
Not a great handwriting, but I like to write. Speaking, there's a how to keep a conversation. There's an art to it, and I like it.
Yeah.
So I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But man, why not just pass the ball?
No, but you do good. Like when I'm not here, like you do really good with Steven.
Yeah, but I'm so used to.
That's chemistry.
Yeah,
I'm different level. They live together.
I'm so used to asking more questions from Steve. Like I really don't understand what he's saying the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that podcast I've watched so many times. There's so much in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with that being said, hello everybody and welcome back to Hustle Pray the podcast.
Episode 35. It is one of your brown, beautiful hosts, Mark the Bad Guy.
And your other one, Jade, Miss Teapot, because we spill all the teas hot. And thank you so much to my dear friend and brother in Christ, known to me as Anthony, but AV, he's here as well. He's helping us with everything really, and
I'm the new sound guy. I replaced Tank.
Yeah. And
sorry.
He was actually fun fact, he was our first ever view, first ever subscription, first ever share of the podcast, so it really is an honor.
And comment, and it's evidence too.
There is evidence. So
go to the first one, you'll find me.
Yeah, please follow his example, like, share, comment, turn on the notifications.
Absolutely.
What else do you do on YouTube?
I think that's it.
That's
right?
it?
Yeah, like.
Yeah, man.
And
comment,
and well done. That was a great. Oh,
I'm working on it.
That was good.
Yeah, man, help us out, man. I heard these algorithms are real. Yeah, I mean, if you like something like this, hopefully it's more great content that comes after this.
Absolutely.
But if it's not, then you gotta like it more.
Yeah. And if this is your first episode that you've watched, be sure to go and watch all the others, because we have 34 more for you to enjoy. Actually, go back to number 1 and just see the slow progression. Yeah. Not even slow. The progression that we've made since episode 1.
Yeah, man. It's almost been a year. It feels good. Episode 35, man. We chop it down.
I think you're wearing those jeans in episode 1.
Yeah, don't do that to me, man. We haven't got paid to pod yet, so I'm fools. I'm trying to ball up, trying to get my game right. I ain't gonna say his name, but I'm trying to man up out here.
Like AV.
I'm trying to be like AV when I get in.
Don't say the other name.
So how was your week, Mark?
Man, the week has actually been like chill. So I was supposed to go to Nashville.
Oh yeah, okay.
Didn't go. Stay home. Got some straightening. You know what I mean? Getting the house together, getting everything, trying to, be the man in the house. So took a whole week off of work to do that. Yeah, man. I've been cooling.
Oh, so you actually took the time off? I thought it was just given to you.
Yeah, no, it was given to me.
For Nashville.
But I didn't go to Nashville. So, I had a new job, my new role. I wanted to come and pod last week. We didn't make it.
Oh, yeah.
We just took it off. But my new role as road manager for Steve.
Turn up.
Had our first show at Big Ticket.
Yes.
He said I handled it well.
Oh, good.
I got everything but the check. That's the one thing I forgot.
I saw you. Oh, but then you came back.
Yeah, that's why I had to come back for it. Yeah. But I wanted to tell people, hey, I'm not going to be my normal self at these shows. I can't be the fun, let me help you out guy. I have to be I have to be the bad guy.
Yeah. When
I go places now. So future people that see this, I'm not mean. I'm just doing my job. So
absolutely. And you know what? Because I get into the zone as well. Because like when we're like on the road or we do the pop ups or whatever, I take charge with the pop up. So it's like there's so much that needs to be set up and done. And when there's a lot of, because I'm used to doing a lot of it by myself, so then I realised like when it's a team of us doing it, I naturally take the charge, and then I felt bad like telling people what to do, so I apologised and I was like, I'm sorry if I'm being bossy, it's just, but they was like, no, you're not bossy, you're just assertive. So that was, you know, and I hope like people know it's just when there's something when we're on mission, right, because ultimately that's what it is, sometimes you just have to be straight to the point to get the job done.
So I made my first picture line. I don't know if you heard me.
No, I didn't see.
So you know how it is. You know, after church, we all kind of just kick it. Yeah. We all talking. Yeah. That's how our shows were. Mm-hmm. It was just kind of a mob of people around you all the time, and random people asking to take pictures. Yeah.
I used to get how nervous for Steven. I used to stand close to him. I'm like, if anybody, I used to get nervous. Like, oh yeah, I don't know if I can do this.
But imagine, it's a festival. There's people coming in on both sides. Yeah. Then there's people that's trying to buy merch. There's people that want pictures of Steve. Mm-hmm. There's people that's trying to talk to him and show music. And it's like, all right, here's my chance. Hey, yo, I know everybody wants to take a picture. Can we just line up from here going this way? And apparently some people didn't hear me. So I had to double down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did you?
And it didn't feel good because I knew the people.
Oh, okay.
So it's like they're talking to me, hey, Mark, I haven't seen you in years. So glad to be back. And I'm like, yeah. You gotta go over here though.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to be quick. I'm trying to be, you know, effective and efficient. But I felt like a jerk. But got the job done.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't feel like that because ultimately you're there to do a job, and if you're doing that job and it's being executed, and that's the main thing. People got their pictures right and got their autographs, so I think that's what they were there for, and you're making their life easier as well. So
organization, and you seen the show. How'd you feel about the show?
You guys done a great job. Always, right? The energy, the new music, your energy, your joining, the dancing.
And not even.
I think people love when you guys dance together.
It's fun.
That's like the some of the highlights of the show. Like just the little moves. It's just so nice. No, it's good.
So yeah, we had that. Then after my aunt had the Praise Fest thing, I had a dance. No, I had a dance at that.
Oh yeah.
So all right, my shoulder's been coming out of place. I've been saying it. I don't want to dance anymore, and I keep finding myself in these positions where I have to dance. So I did that, and I didn't really use my right arm. I felt super lazy.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
You couldn't tell.
Great, awesome, man. It
was a freestyle.
It was freestyle. I'm just up there moving, having fun. I didn't hurt myself, didn't overstrain myself, nothing sore. It was just another early morning. Then, yeah. That's my week, man. It's been.
You know what I just thought about?
What?
So I learned that Benjamin Franklin, like, he did so much in his life. Like, he was so many different things that it's almost like he lived 100 lives. And I feel like Mark is like the closest one I know to that. He literally went from like dancer, like then dance crew leader, then I don't know what else in between because I was gone, but then I come back and you're
CEO.
DJ.
No, I came back before the House of Prayer Eat. So the DJ, hype man, now road manager. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, man, stepping up, man. It's been a slow level up, a lot faster than a lot of other people's, but I mean, I see them grind every day. So,
and the thing is, like, when you're leveling up and you feel like it's taking long, God is teaching you so many different skills in each of those roles that are ultimately going to play a part in everything that you do. Because people say that about me. I remember when I was 21 and I went for a job interview and the woman was like, how have you done so much in your life and you're only 21? She was like, you've done more than me. Because obviously I've done pharmacy, worked in a science museum, then radio, then moved to Amsterdam. So like I had done a lot already by I was 21. And I interviewed for the job and everything, and they was like, you're amazing, and we really, really want you, but we're not going to employ you because we think you're going to be too bored here. It was literally
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember that.
yeah,
That's tragic.
Yeah, so
I hope I don't have that.
but then I look back and I say like nothing was wasted. Like, because even with the science stuff, because like I love science and I taught science in schools as well, and then even when I'm preaching, I'm able to marry the two and like give scientific and natural principles to teach biblical principles. So like God will waste nothing. So like if you are in a season of your life where you see where you want to go, but right now you're thinking, why am I in this jail? Like I worked in a Jamaican grocery store that was quiet up until Saturdays, right? And I worked in it every day, but I learned more retail. I worked in Forever 21 and I hated it. But I learned the retail skills, which are now coming into play with Hustle Play Eat. So like I didn't. So a lot of it I learned there.
Yeah.
And I think I wouldn't have been as effective for Hustle Play Eat if I didn't have the retail skills as well. So nothing is wasted. Just seek God on what it is He wants. He's trying to teach you, to show you, or what He's trying to equip you with in this moment.
Yeah, it's there is a lot of my past I can see, even teaching bowling, just kind of being ready, making sure that you're just a little ahead of everybody. Like you're like ushering, so I can tell a lady how to move without grabbing her waist. I just know how to just a soft enough touch where I can say, hey, the line is this way, can you start over here, without being creepy.
Right?
I mean, it's little stuff.
Little things.
Yeah.
The dots always connect.
Hey, yeah, bro, I was a ballroom instructor. I don't know if you knew that. Me and Chris. Hey, yeah, bro, I used to I wanted to really be a dancer, so. No, man, I'm sorry if I come off that way. Did he do
it with you?
I think he showed up a little after. I quit because the contract was crazy. I told you about that?
No.
Yeah, they said you can't dance within like 30 miles of the shop.
Oh.
And I'm like, yo, like that's all I do. What do you mean I can't dance anywhere?
That's weird.
But yeah.
Yeah, my brother probably checked out when he heard that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I dance everywhere.
Yeah, you can't tell people that.
Yeah.
So
how's your week?
My week, it was good. I feel like I can't remember. Like once we get to a weekend, especially if it's a busy weekend, I can't remember anything that comes before that. So I'm sure a lot of my week was just preparing for the weekend, which was good. Yeah, busy as always, but it's good. I don't know. What are you thinking? Should we go back in?
Yeah, we can cut back in.
I don't know. I don't remember where I was, but yeah.
I mean, we could get straight into Hustle Pray Eat because
Okay.
I mean that's.
But yeah, it was a good week. So yeah, Hustle Pray Eat was busy this weekend.
I think that kind of consumed both of our weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Us taking on Steven's stuff, we're still working that out, but getting merch set up from Nashville, trying to get you the numbers and the SKUs and the pictures and stuff like that, then getting it arranged to get this week was a big Hustle Pray Eat week.
It really was, but it was successful. Yeah. I think all 3 events done well. So we done Friday was big ticket, like Mark was just talking about. Him and Stephen were performing, and we ran. Was it the first time we've done Stevens with us?
No, I felt like we did the other time.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe he didn't bring merch. I don't know what the situation was.
Yeah, so we done we was running Stephen and Hustle Pray at the same booth, one family, one kingdom, right? And that's how it really looked as well. Yeah. I thought it was great because it's not like we had half of the table. This is Stephen's side and this side is Hustle Pray. It was all one, and we both. Hustle Pray and Stephen, and we done really well that weekend. Yeah,
considering the size of the festival. Yeah, did you go to the last one?
I don't think I was here yet.
Oh my goodness! So big ticket used to be like. It's really hard to explain. Like, have you been to any festivals?
Not here. I done when I worked for the BBC. We used to.
Yeah, just mad people going from stage to stage to stage. Yeah. It used to be crowded. And this one, I liked it. It was a lot less hot.
Yeah, it was.
It was a great temperature.
It was.
people weren't running up to me asking for pictures. It wasn't hectic.
Yeah, it wasn't hectic.
So
it was nice.
yeah, man, it was a great show. Great Hustle Pro Eat weekend, man. Y'all killed it.
Yeah. So Friday was good, and then we had your aunt's event that you were just talking about as well. I also done spoken word there actually.
I only seen like a snippet of the video. Did anybody record it?
I think your aunt did. It's on her Facebook.
I think that's where I seen it.
Yeah.
Give my daddy flowers.
Tell us how to get my daddy flowers. That's my impression of his auntie. That's what he sounded like to me. But yeah, so that was good. We made some money. Yeah. Because it wasn't a huge event. There wasn't tons of people.
No, it's awesome just to see, you know, they're all Christian. These are all Christian booths, you know, coming together. You know, I helped everybody put their tent up. You know, we're just
the jerk chicken was amazing.
You thought it was great? It
was really good, but it wasn't black enough.
Man.
Did you taste it?
Yeah,
Did you like it?
No, man. No offense, dude.
I think it could have done with some more kick.
Yeah, a lot more kick.
Yeah, a lot more kick. But it tasted good.
God, man, I went to Jamaica, man. I had some jerk chicken that lit my mouth up.
Yeah, because they don't use no Scotch bonnets. I bet you guys don't use them here.
Hey, it was the best tasting like chicken I've ever had.
I bet.
And when dude was like, yo, jerk chicken, and you know PE was like, oh man, you gotta try this. You gotta like, all right, P. Let me see. I'm sitting there like, man, I could have made this. This is jerk flakes.
So wait, it was like not beef jerky, but chicken jerky?
No, so jerk.
Don't do that, Jade. Don't do that.
You talking about jerky?
You said jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken.
I never heard of that.
You never had a jerk chicken?
No.
I gotta take. We're gonna take you.
Describe it, cause I might. You probably just calling it something different. What is it?
No, it's called jerk chicken wherever you go in the world. Yeah. It's like Jamaican style chicken. It's the way that it's cooked. It's like blackened and it's seasoned and it's hot. We need to go to Jamaican days.
Yeah, you gotta take it to Jamaican days, bro. So
I've never had.
I'm sorry, Amy, for laughing
any
at
kind of Jamaican food. Yeah.
I need to fix that because you're my next door neighbor. That's not right.
Yeah.
We gotta help you out, brother. Yeah. But yeah,
see, you're Jamaican, right, Jade?
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican. I've shared my food with Jade. I've cooked for Jade, but she never put me onto hers.
I will. It's because I cooked for you though, but it just wasn't Jamaican.
Yeah, no, hey, we gotta help you out, brother. No, but the jerk chicken wasn't like, I didn't hit.
Yeah, the kick was missing.
When I heard it, I stopped.
Yeah.
I looked at you like, yo, did she say jerk? Jerk? You know, like, yeah, jerk chicken. Walked over there, seen it on the board, jerk chicken. Put it on the plate. I looked, was like,
yeah, it wasn't done.
Nah, brother, it's saying jerk.
It was just seasoned there. Well, like
it was smoked.
Yeah.
It was smoked well.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh man.
I want to try it now.
Yeah.
We gotta. I'm sorry.
You gotta have an opportunity.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, that was a praise fest. It was good to see. You know, I seen old friends there. It was awesome. My old security guy when I was in middle school.
Oh really?
He popped up. Was like, that was super lit. So it was a good time.
It was, and Tank performed as well.
I missed that too.
I watched on live. Me and Zaya were rocking out.
How was it?
It was good. It was really good. Yeah.
It was a great system.
Yeah, he sound. Oh, never mind. But yeah, he sounded good.
Yeah, hey, no diss. I don't know. Please don't take it as disrespect. But I was very surprised by the stage and the sound.
Yeah, I was surprised by the stage.
Yeah, it was for a dancer. Mm-hmm. It was like, yo, this is sturdy. Mm-hmm. They didn't just throw this together. Like, you know, someone took time. So, thank you so much, Parking Lot Praise Fest.
Yeah, it was good
for caring about dancers and our feet and security. So that was super lit.
And then, so that brings us on to this morning.
Ooh.
So PE was preaching out. So we'll do the recap after this.
Yeah.
PE was preaching out in Muskegon, and I went with him, and he was giving his testimony. And we also had Hustle Pray there as well. And we done really good.
Yeah.
For the size of the
Yeah,
church.
man, y'all been killing, man.
No, like really. I really think everybody that was there bought something.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, something stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope the message. I know the message that went with them is great.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's why they want to support it, is because they see it, and it's just the belief in it. It's like, oh yeah, this really makes sense, and especially like when you have PE on the back end, like his he didn't plug it really or anything. He just gave his testimony, which is really, there's an insect over there that needs to be killed, but he was giving his testimony, and it was cool because the church, they have a lot of people that have just been incarcerated, so they're some of them are like pretty fresh out. So I know that they could relate to P's story, and you know, there's something powerful in testimony, and I think that's what's missing sometimes a lot in churches, is that people come by hearing people's testimonies as well. They come to the faith. So before P even started preaching, there was people giving their testimonies, but this part is about Hustle Freight. So yeah, Hustle Freight done really well. Thank you, Donnie. Donnie was there helping me out as well.
Girls.
Holding it down as well. So
did he say anything about kids close to you?
No.
Okay.
But he was buying all the kids' t-shirts though. He was buying them for them and just giving them out and bags and stuff. So that was cool to see.
Yeah, man. So one of the cool things is on my watch, I get like the Shopify.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, man, this is crazy. I'm in church right now. And this 3 words, it really, it really resonates.
Yeah.
So, I mean, thank God.
Yeah, thank God. So
Thank you, too. Hey, listen. I went into the mall. I've been in the same mall under the same, pretenses as Jade. And I tried to sell a shirt and I couldn't.
Wow.
I really can't. So I think half of it is the words and the message, and the other half is the people that's giving the message.
Aww.
Because when it's someone that looks like me,
P just gives things away.
yeah.
Because
he can't work it.
He can't work. Like, if he can't work things, it's like, oh, I'll just have it. But then, like, people fast over just giving it. But that just shows his heart, though.
How much is this hoodie? $40.
Yeah, that's literally.
God bless you, man.
Right.
Just tell somebody
If it
about
wasn't the
it.
business, he would just give it all away.
Right, all the way. That's what I always say. Like, I'm glad that I'm alongside you guys because at least we're getting some money in. But yeah, so talking about churches, do you want to do a quick church recap?
Church recap. So we go here. We both go to the Edge, located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Turn up, but none of us was here.
No.
I think that's the beauty of the Edge. Bring them in, sit them down, build them up, send them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
The leaders were on the move. Chris was out. Allison was singing. So we went out to Kalamazoo. I think it was Tribes Church. Holla. Beautiful church. Awesome congregation. Everybody's super serious. They're in with the notebooks. It was kind of challenging, honestly.
That's good.
Super lit. We couldn't stay. This is what I wanted.
Okay.
I'm excited for this. I'm not excited for it.
Okay.
We can't, but didn't tell y'all. So we're in church, and you know how Crease does worship. They're doing the hook over and over and over and over and over again, right? And we get to the last song, and Maverick cannot sit still. He cannot. He's yelling, he's stomping, he's dancing, and I'm trying to record, and I hear. Maverick is ripping pages out the Bible. Hey, I picked him up so fast. I grabbed all that stuff and I got in the car.
No.
Allison was not off. She's still singing.
So you next to him kind of music?
I just went to the car and tried to calm him down. It was like, yo, we cannot have you in here. Because the moment I take that book away, he's gonna start crying. He's gonna flip. And I can't beat this dude. These pews is real small. Like I'm just in a weird spot, and I'm like, oh. So yeah, we had to leave.
Did it? Amir ripped a page out of the Bible that
he
Stephen
did.
got for you,
Yeah.
didn't he?
What?
Stephen bought me a Bible way back in the day, and it was like a real like thick Bible because it was a study Bible. Like it had all the notes in there and stuff like that. In the mirror, he ripped the page out too.
Yeah.
Not a whole page, but like he ripped some of a page, like but a nice portion.
Maverick got a nice little piece of Psalms.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now I've got something to tell you.
Shoot.
Like this is from. I'm gonna go back to P's message, but so there's a woman that you gave a T-shirt to. Her name's Jen.
Mm-hmm.
I think she came back to the table and she was so offended. She was so mad that you gave her pink. She got up and she kicked the table.
The lady in the wheelchair.
Wait. I'm not gonna go there. I can't go.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, okay, I'm joking. She told me to tell you that.
Listen, you ruined it, Jen. Hey, no, this is on you. So Jen, she helped out on Winter Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Tour, it was like 40-something dates.
Yeah.
She probably drove to like 15, 16 of them.
Oh, wow.
Like within like, in the area of like, Tennessee, Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
like she went to all those shows, right? She's helping out. She's in a wheelchair though,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard when there's like elevators to these stadiums. She has to, carry stuff on her lap, and she's like, the table's only so high,
Yeah.
and if you're not a tall upper body person in a wheelchair, then you're really short. So she's helping out with merch though. She's faithful. She's consistent. She knows what she's doing. And
oh my god. Sorry, no. Carry on. I'll just tell you a story.
we've seen her at Big Ticket. And this is after years.
Mm-hmm.
This is like 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I see her and I'm like, oh yeah, it's good to see you. And I forget she's like this downer. She always says like the negative stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I can relate, but mine's is more of a, not to make you sad, but kind of to make you upset. I want you to, get up and do something.
Yeah.
She's like trying to make me sad when she's talking.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, okay, hey, good to see you again. Would love to give you a shirt. Like, I finally have merch because she's been asking on Winter Jam, where's my merch?
Okay, yeah.
I'm the best part of the show. Why don't I have a piece?
Aww.
And I'm like, yo, when I get merch, and now is the time I can actually give her something.
Yeah.
I asked her what size she wants. She goes into this long story to all say, oh, 2X.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sitting there just like, just like really sad stuff. I don't know. She might watch this. I don't give the details out, but just really sad stuff. And it's like, it's a great day outside. Like, we're done. Show's over for us. We could go home. Why are you trying to bring me down?
Aww.
And yeah, man. So
maybe she wanted you to bring her up.
Nah. Couldn't.
Nah, I feel you. I know people like that for sure.
Yeah.
But so she did come and swap it, but she said, "Will he be mad?" I was like, "No, he won't care." And then he'll be like, "Okay, so tell me this." And she told me to tell you that she got up and kicked the table.
Yeah.
But talking about people in wheelchairs, right? There was a lady, right? When I used to work in the Jamaican grocery store, there's this lady, and she used to come in a wheelchair, right? And she used to, we didn't have like a ramp thing, so she used to come and used to knock the window for me to come to the door, and I used to go and do her shopping for her and bring it back out to her. So that's fine, because I thought, okay, you're in a wheelchair, so let me help. And then one day she got up and started walking, right? She could walk the whole time, she was just really short.
Was she really in a wheelchair?
Yes! She was in a wheelchair. So I thought, this woman can't walk, so let me do her shopping for her. But she kind of walked. She was just really short.
Wow.
So I think maybe she can't go long distances without it hurting. But to come and do your shopping, she could have done that. So for this
Like,
year,
what's really short, Jade?
like, probably the length of my leg.
Oh.
Oh.
No. I forget how short I am.
Yeah, I'm like, Jay, you're not
She's
that
probably
type of thing.
like, not massively short.
But a grown woman.
But she's a grown woman. But like this whole time, she could actually. I was flabbergasted. But yeah,
I would have been hurt.
That's beside the point. This woman had me doing her shopping for all these years. Okay, so anyway.
No, when you said she got up and kicked the table, I got frustrated.
Did you?
Yeah,
Why?
because I thought she could walk. Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that back and see your face when I say that. But anyway, back to the church recap. So PE, he really preached from Romans 12, and it's a scripture that we know and we love and we hear it all the time.
I beseech you, brothers, by the mercies of Christ, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable. Do not conform to the patterns of man. PE is the most consistent verse that I know.
Right?
Chad would say the same exact thing.
Right? It's good though, because the word is unchanging, and so he always makes a point of like, even if it's a scripture that is well preached on, well known, still approach it. We can't be so haughty to approach it like we know everything about each scripture that's being spoken.
Yeah.
So to just really humble ourselves when we do read familiar scriptures and not be like, oh, I know this already, because there could still be something in it that God wants us to know. So really the renewing of your mind, and in that setting it was so important because you're speaking to ex-criminals, ex-addicts and stuff like that. So the renewing of our mind is important all the time. There's so much that we have to unlearn to learn again the right way. But there was some things that he said that really stuck out to me. The first one was, remember we were speaking last week and I said, what is our measuring rod for what we should be doing or what I shouldn't be doing? And I said, is it the world or is it the word? And PE had a sentence today and it says, the measuring rod is holiness. That's what we're measuring ourselves up to. That's what we should be measuring ourselves to, because we have been created in the image of God, who is a holy God. So we should be measuring ourselves against holiness. Being a Christian is submitting yourselves to live like the disciples lived, and Christ, and maybe even to die like they die. So you sign yourself up to live like they live, but also maybe to die like they die. This isn't light, what we sign ourselves up for, especially the way that the world's going, the world that doesn't like truth. Are you so committed to the Lord that you would be willing to give up your life? Because we're talking about, making yourself a living sacrifice. But what if one day we are put to die like they died, being martyrs, being killed for the truth? Like, are we willing?
Yeah. If you're not willing to live like that, you're definitely not willing to die like that.
Exactly. And there's so many Christians that aren't even willing to live like that, let alone die like that. So I think when he said that, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
There are stories of Christians. I always wonder, the ones who escape persecution, are they running away from the call?
No, I don't think so. I think like if you start denying the truth to get away from that persecution, then maybe. But if you're like, you still have to be wise,
I think it just depends on that person. And I don't even like saying like depends on, like, but like, I don't think all the disciples were killed.
No.
There were.
I don't think so.
I don't think all of them.
I don't know.
All the 12? Every single 12 of them?
I think the ones that didn't die or couldn't die got like banished or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they all suffered, but
did anyone get carried up?
No, I don't think so.
That's what I think they all died.
He's not a disciple.
Well, they all died, but did they all get killed?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Did John?
I'm not sure, but I've heard it. I've been around you too.
Oh no. But I don't know. So that would have to.
Yeah, no, that's terrifying. It's terrifying and reassuring of like revelations. Like it pretty much lines up with. It's consistent.
Right. Exactly.
I know Peter was hung upside down.
Yeah, he was crucified, but then he
killed.
said that he doesn't feel worthy.
Paul was killed or no?
I'm not sure.
Paul was before life and died. Oh.
Nah, he went back to Jerusalem.
I'm sure one of them
Yeah,
he went back to Jerusalem.
Is it John?
John wrote Revelation.
I think John.
I think John died
got
of natural
killed.
causes. Producer, can you look this up?
Yeah.
Okay, so while he's looking that up, another thing that P said is if you want to know what's important to a person, don't listen to what they say. Look at their calendar and their wallet. Where do you spend your time and where do you spend your money is a great indicator of what's important to you. What do you say to that, Mark?
Okay, I got it.
And your Explore page.
Yes.
We not also pray because there's just some wild stuff that has nothing to do with me. But
right, what are you saying?
It said Paul's death is unknown, but tradition holds that he was beheaded in Rome and thus died as a martyr for his faith. His death was perhaps part of the executions of Christians ordered by the Roman Emperor Nero following the Great Fire in the city in 64 CE.
Okay. What about John?
And that's from Britannica.com.
Britannica.com.
Oh, by the way, while they're looking that up, it's football coming home. Okay, so it's the it's the Europa. I think that's what it's called. There's a big league going on right now, and this is the first time in 55 years that England has made it to the final, and they're playing right now as we record. So if you see me looking at my phone, it's because I'm waiting for a message to know whether they won or not. Let me see.
Okay. So
I don't see it.
We got different footballs.
Yeah, so this is soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer, by the way.
I feel terrible as an American, but
why?
Because football is football everywhere else except here.
Right, and the football that you guys play here, you don't even use your foot, do you?
Yeah, we kick it.
Oh, okay. I always see people holding the ball and running.
Yeah, for the most part, but is it
the same as rugby?
I really don't know the rules of rugby.
Is rugby just the English version of football? Is that our name for it? Is it the same thing?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Your equipment look just like leather, like decorative.
The rugby.
Like we got like pads, and helmets and stuff. Y'all just got like leather.
No, for
leather
rugby.
hats. Yeah.
No, it's not. I think it's the same thing. I'm gonna Google it later. But anyway, where are we, Mark? Sorry, and I'm trying to find the results.
No, the church recap. PE did his thing. Really just talking about going into kind of what's next for us. I feel like a lot of the times we only talk about the past.
Yeah.
Our past weeks, our past months, our past failures. We never really kind of go into the future.
Yeah.
Which is fun, but it kind of leaves us in like holding on to words that you just think of on a podcast, which isn't always the greatest, but we have some stuff planned out for the third quarter.
Yes.
We still have yet to have the closing of the second that meeting. We got to get to that soon, but the third quarter in sports, and I learned this from playing 2K. Do you know what 2K is?
It's a basketball game.
Yes. Well, it's a sport.
Most people play basketball.
Yeah, or football.
Soccer.
American football.
Oh, okay.
I think FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA.
Anyway.
way.
after the half of the year, after the half of the game, after the half of the whatever, you have to come out strong. And I think last year, this is when all the planning for the future, the Black Fridays, the Christmas. So for small businesses, for artists, for everybody, that third quarter is usually July, August. Get the planning in. You know, we already started. We got some things in the oven. Some stuff's hot, and we're gonna leak some of it. Turn up.
Yeah.
So.
Loud. Wow, you're the owner, so.
And if not, we could always take the episode down.
No, we won't do that.
Yeah, but I think the most recent coming up is we have a concert.
Yep.
Part of Hustle Pray very early on, we wanted to be media, content, and apparel. The apparel was obvious.
Yeah.
The shirt. The content is still a little fuzzy. We're still working it out. You could talk about Aaron and her, but the content, the podcast would go into the content.
Yeah, the podcast and eventually the book.
Yeah,
Hustle Pray book. And then also, for Erin, you guys know her, you've seen her on here before. She's married to Tank the Beloved, and she's going to... What?
I forgot. Is it bad? Like, I just don't think about it a lot.
No, because remember, Tank was here last time, and I totally forgot.
Erin Broadway,
man. But yeah, so she will be doing some content for the eat portion because she is a qualified chef and qualified personal chef, I believe. She went to culinary school and she's an amazing cook. So she will be doing some content for eat portion, teaching us how to get it together.
Yeah, I mean,
that's hard.
Yeah, I mean,
like stuff, cooking show.
Like stuff is starting to, really push forward. Obviously, the plan. I have very minimal responsibilities in that. People just tell me, "Hey, this is what we want to do. This is something that we're passionate about." And it's like green lights for me.
Yeah. I think that's what's so cool about Hustle Pray. Like, it's a great umbrella. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, even like for me, like wanting to do a podcast, it just made sense, like teaming with Hustle Pray Eat, because there's already a platform, there's already a formula for you to follow. So it's like anything that goes outside of these lines, we really don't have to worry about. But there's so much that this covers. Working hard, there's so much you can talk about in Hustle.
Then PE, he gave us like new.
Oh yeah, he said, let me find it.
Yeah, it's like new definitions for the words. It's like, okay, though I am attached to it and I love it, I'm still learning everything about living a balanced, holistic lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not just, oh, well, here's the 3 words and I'm going to put it on a shirt and sell it. It's like, yo, man, people are teaching me what's working hard.
Absolutely. I think, so when he said this, he said, love God, love people, and do his work. That's literally what Hustle Pray Eat is all about. And so yeah, I just say all of that to say there's so much that's in here, and to see people that want to be a part of it with something that they love and they're passionate, and it just shows how God will use everything. And when you come together, we are a body, the body of Christ, and it's great when we move together because we get so much done for the kingdom.
And especially in areas of passion, it's never twisting someone's arm to do something that they hate. We only find passionate people in passionate roles to do what God called them to do.
Exactly.
And if you're happy to wear a Hustle Pray Eat shirt, then you're family.
Right.
So, yeah, man, me and Steve, so we've always been doing shows. We've been doing show after show after show after show after show. But we know what we're lacking. We know that what we're missing while we're out on the road. So taking that same effort, bringing it back to the edge with Hustle Pray Eat, we're doing concerts.
Yeah. Like
full-fledged shows. So July 31st, we got Kiwi, we got Edify, we got DJ Integrity.
So it's part of Kiwi's Floor Tour.
It's part of the tour. He pitched it. Got all the pieces together. He just said, hey, we love what y'all do. We want to partner with you. So we took care of all the messy parts. that we hate.
Yeah.
Everything we hate about these weird shows, we're taking care of, and bringing the floor tour to Grand Rapids, Michigan. Hey.
The Edge 735 with Zima Court Southwest 49503.
Have I been saying Ritzema wrong my whole life?
How did I say it?
I still don't know how to pronounce it.
I know, I say Ritzma, but it's probably Ritzema. How do you say it?
Ritzema.
Ritzema.
Yeah, I also say Nook. So
we will put the address on. We'll put the flyer in there.
yeah, absolutely. But getting into that space is interesting. It's fun. It's challenging. It comes with its own things, scheduling and all this stuff. But it's beautiful. We love it.
It's like, because you see it all come together. Because I've never been part of planning of a concert before, and we done the first one on March 26th, and that went great.
It went beautiful.
Yeah, it went really great, and so I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Then was it October?
Yeah.
October, planning a conference. So have you been to many conferences?
Yeah, since I've been around in America, yeah.
You ever go to a conference?
Yeah, I went with, it was, way back in the day. It was a men's conference in Grand Rapids, and PE preached there. It was a bunch of
Men.
men preachers and bishops and stuff, and they were there, and all of them had a turn to preach, and it was around the time when it was like 13 murders back to back, and one of them, me and him knew personally, Marty. You remember Marty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he actually lived with me at one point in time. So that happened. Yeah. So yeah, I've been to a conference.
Yeah. What's going on in conference?
Here?
Yeah.
What's it on?
What's it on?
Yeah.
Can you guess?
Oh yeah.
hey, I give you 3 tries. Hustle, Play, Eat the conference. Who would have thought?
Right. I thought.
Really?
Absolutely. I thought it was a natural progression. I thought there's so much that is like, take PE alone. There's so much that he knows, his experience, that he's a master of many things. There's so much that we've learned along the way so far, and I think the kind of person that PE is, I think it would be natural for him to want to tell the world.
Yeah.
Because, like we always say, this is about kingdom expansion, and if we're able to do that by teaching and preaching hustle, pray, eat through the art of hip hop,
yeah,
right, and speaking, then I think it's right up. I think it's like a natural progression. I was just not expecting this year.
Yeah. Hey. When did the idea come up?
Like, me and P has spoken about, like, oh, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
But then,
when did it get on paper?
Like, this month.
Yeah.
And it's
like
July,
July.
End of June, I think.
But that's what happens. So this will either prove us wrong or prove us right.
The theory that PE has a theory that you can plan and execute anything in 45 days. If you got the right team, the right resources, and the right know-how, you can do anything in 45 days.
Well, less more about the 45 days, but more so about having a team. You could execute anything if you have a team.
Anything.
So it's what happens when there's people of passion in areas that they're passionate, and all they're doing is serving the Lord to the best of their abilities.
Yeah.
And it just all happened to be under the banner Hustle, Pray, Eat the conference. Then you have a bunch of spirit-led people who are excited.
Yeah.
They want to learn. There's people who want to teach. There's people that want to speak. There's people that want to share. There's people that want to serve. And they'll all be, of like mind.
Yeah.
Work hard, seek the Lord, feed themselves, feed the family. And who's my mother and who's my brother?
Did you know that P said that today?
No.
He said that same very thing today. He was talking about he was talking about the kids that he has, and he says that he used me for an example. He said, and that he considers me a daughter, and that I'm not different to the rest of them because of that. He was like, when Jesus spoke, he said, "Who is my mother? Who is my brother? Those that." What's the rest of it?
Mm-hmm.
Those that believe.
Yeah, the ones that's doing the work of my Father.
Yeah, the ones that doing the work of my Father. So, yeah.
One accord.
One accord. That's what it's about.
But how do we get the city?
One seed.
Mm-hmm.
When they talk about Abraham's seed,
Mm-hmm.
they never say Abraham's seeds. It's always Abraham's seed.
Mm-hmm.
Christ?
Literally, one body.
One body. Go on. So, how do you... Oh, no.
No, but
That's a really good reminder, you know, because I think sometimes people, you know, use my brother, my sister, and it's kind of like a nice term. But when you really think about it, what does it mean to be siblings? What does it mean to be family? And are you doing that with your brother and sister? So when I say that Avi is my brother, it's because he's my brother. We do life together. In the very lows and the very highs, like we do it together, and it's because we have the love of a brother and sister together, and that's what we should see in the body of Christ. More of that, like brothers need their brothers. You know, check on your brothers, man. Make sure they're okay.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one. Like, and I've seen it personally, like the effects of when brothers are not checking up on each other, or like when my brother needs me, but I can't help him the way a brother can. Do you know what I mean? There's only so much a sister can do for a brother, and there's so much a brother can do for a sister. So that's what our sisterhood needs to get better. Our brotherhood needs to get better, and just so it's just a reminder. If you are part of the body of Christ and you call yourself a Christian, we are one body, we are one family, and it's always preached here, and it's always it's meant to be ingrained in us. So let's all get better at living that out.
It's encouraged that it's ingrained. Like
yeah, exactly. It's encouraged that it's ingrained.
I wish I felt like everyone in our church was a brother and sister. I mean, and that's something that we got to work on sometimes ourselves. But
also,
can
I say that? But also, not everybody in the church is a Christian.
Oh, that part.
But we don't know who.
Yeah, it's not our thing to
do. What did you say?
Nothing.
What did you say?
You're right. You should be able to tell.
Yeah.
You should be able to tell, yeah? By our fruit.
I had a stupid point, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah. But
it's not for us to say who's going to make it or not.
We're not the final judge, but you can definitely discern like when somebody's living or not. And there is like, and so... You know, man. You do. Especially if you got the Holy Spirit,
Who are we not to judge the people inside the church? You know what I mean?
Right.
But it has to be righteous judgment, so you have to make sure you're good before.
Yeah, take out the plank in your own eye before you try to remove the speck from others. But I think even with that, like, yes, we should judge ourselves and get ourselves right, but you are still able to see. Like, even if you're not living a perfect life, you can see also when somebody else is not. But it's not about not...
It's about correcting.
Yeah, it's about correcting ourselves and trying not to be...
Jesus says to rebuke your brother, and if they repent, forgive them. Simple.
What do you do with a Christian?
But you got to make sure you're... Like, I couldn't go to Mark and be like, yo, bro, if let's say he's cheating or something, right? And then I'm cheating, right? Because we both married. Not to each other, but, and I go up to him and I find out and I'm like, yo, bro, you got to stop, But I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Whether he knows it or not, I know it and God knows it. So that judgment is going to come on me.
Yeah.
I don't think that's judgment, though.
That's not judgment. I said this before. I think judgment is
No, because Jesus literally said, do not judge lest you be judged. How can you say to your brother, hey, you have a speck in your eye when you took out the plank in yours? So instead, take the plank out of your eye and then you'll be right to correct your brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, I've been in some terrible situations, and I know someone that's been going through terrible situations. Give me good advice.
Yeah.
to help me out of my situation, but still couldn't get out of theirs.
Yeah. I think it's like you're not condemned. If you're speaking from a place of advice, and you know, especially if they're going through the same thing, or they've been through the same thing,
or they're warning you.
They're warning you.
Don't do what
Don't do what I did.
Like Jesus even said, do what the Pharisees say, but don't do what they do.
Yeah.
So that would be no difference than the Pharisees saying like, yo, don't do what I do, but do what I say. But then they would even make, they would never say that.
Did I ever tell you Kurt called me a Pharisee?
Do you want me to leave this in?
Yeah.
I think you told me when you started.
Yeah, because I'm a Pharisee.
Why? What happened?
Because I was trying to figure out, all right, man, I'm trying to get better. You know, I want to get better at understanding the Bible. Like, I'm just looking, I'm like, you know, trying to develop that hunger. And he's like, hey, you're looking more for rules and, you know, remedies instead of.
That doesn't make sense. Is that what you was looking for? It
was probably what he seen or how he felt from it. Me, I'm thinking I'm just trying to get into it. I'm trying to, you know.
That makes that makes no sense to me, because like if somebody goes to a Bible college to understand or to learn the rules and everything,
I'll let Perry explain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all I could do was laugh. Was like.
Did you laugh?
Yeah, I laughed. I'm like, yo, I'm the furthest thing from a Pharisee. Not because I'm good or righteous or anything. I don't ever tell people I'm good or righteous.
Yeah, you don't. Mark the bad guy. Yeah. So 1 second. So you just asked to learn more.
So how he studies scripture, PE was like, PE's very impressed by it. And he was like, yo, Mark, you should get with Kurt. He's one of those thinkers. Like you are. No, Kurt's on a different level. But he's like up here trying to give me, you know, not basic, but.
So even that in itself is like totally not you being a Pharisee then, because the Pharisee knew their scripture inside out and they would use it.
I forgot what statement I made, but he compared me to a Pharisee afterwards. And all I was thinking was like, damn. I don't know any other word. Like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But,
that's interesting.
Yeah, we gotta get it. Yeah, you got to explain himself.
More of that.
Yeah, I need to. Like, I want to hear his side of that, because
I don't know about that.
Yeah. I ain't no Pharisee.
You ain't no Pharisee. You're a Gentile for sure.
Your mama. No, do we get done with the concert?
No, the conference.
The conference. So the conference coming up. Hustle, Pray, Eat, the conference. The first annual conference. We plan on doing it again, having speakers. Just a lot of friends, a lot of people that we know that work hard, seek the Lord, feed themselves and feed the family.
Yeah. And there is a gap in, there's so many conferences in the world, but there is a gap when it comes to the urban culture, or the hip-hop culture. So, you know, we serve at a hip-hop church, and the mission of the church is to reach the hip-hop culture for Christ, and we're not straying away from that even with Hustle, Pray, Eat. So you'll see a lot of the hip-hop elements weaved in there as well.
And it's not just like, I hate when people think, oh, I gotta come and wear a baggy shirt and all this stuff. Like, no,
don't. That's not what you do.
Yeah, that's not what we mean by hip hop. I mean the communication style. It won't be a bunch of notebooks thrown at you. It won't be a bunch of, you know,
things that got over your head.
Yeah,
that's what we wanted, to make it real, practical.
Yeah, we don't want to confuse anyone. We want people to come in. Come in with your business ideas, come in with your ministry ideas, come in with your youth group, come in with whatever you have in mind, and we're going to run it through the grid of work hard, seek the Lord, feed yourself, feed your family, aka your community, and we're going to send you right back.
Absolutely. And hope that you've done something.
And hope.
But don't come back the next year and not have done anything.
No, please come back the next year if you haven't done anything, so we can kick you in the butt again.
Right, exactly. And then the third, what time we got? Sorry. Avery's very helpful.
1 hour, 7 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So, Oh, yeah. Is there anything else?
Wait. Oh, go ahead with the conference.
Uh,
I got about the apostles that we wanted to know.
Okay.
oh,
Go.
So,
The Death of the Apostles by A.V.
Yes.
not by me. So who is it about again?
Oh my gosh.
We wanted to know about John, but who's the other one?
That was it. We spoke about Paul.
Okay, no, because we didn't know about Paul.
You just read it?
Did I?
Yeah.
No, but there was...
He's got the worst memory I've ever witnessed.
It's... Because I know...
You read Paul just a while ago.
Alright, I got you. Here you go. Peter and Paul. Peter was crucified upside down.
Yeah.
Paul was beheaded. Andrew was crucified. Thomas was pierced by spears. Soldiers.
They were saying they don't know about Paul though, but for John it said he had gone to Rome and he was thrown in boiling oil.
Oh yeah, he was.
But he survived.
He survived.
And he lived to an old, ripe age.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I knew one of them, but they tried. They tried it.
It makes sense that he calls him the beloved Jesus, like, you know.
Yeah.
And he's the only one to not be killed.
Yeah,
because they don't know what happened to Paul. Basically, like, they don't know what happened to him. Mm-hmm. So,
and all
9 times out of 10, he was in Rome, in Italy during the time.
Yeah.
So, and during that time, Christians were getting persecuted, killed.
Yeah, because at the end of the Gospel of John, it speaks about how the disciples were talking among themselves, and there was rumors going around that he wasn't going to die. But that's not what Jesus meant. Because Jesus said something and then they started speaking amongst themselves, saying that... I mean, there was a bit jail of John, because John was his like best friend, basically.
Yeah. Man, imagine how... Sorry,
I don't know what's going on right now.
Imagine how, like, to be John and live that long and have to endure and then watch all the people that you loved and you did all these things with and they're all gone and you're the last one. Like, I don't want to be the last one.
Oh,
I want to be the first one to go.
He wrote the book of Revelation.
Yeah, Revelations.
Yeah, and the Gospels. He's an author.
The Gospel of John, yeah.
What a task.
I know. Imagine.
And didn't he write Revelation when he was
on Patmos?
Old.
Yeah, when he was on the island.
Tisa said it. We never talked about service last week.
Oh yeah.
So Tisa said it, and I thought it was a great point. Why leave the Word of God with a bunch of teenage boys?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so Jesus had lived this extravagant life, right?
No, all of them were teenagers.
Well, young guys under 40.
They were all young.
All of them were under 40?
Yeah, they were pretty young.
Because some of them had wives and kids.
So?
Yeah.
Does it say they were old or young? Which ones were older? Because I know some of them were a lot old. Not all of them were like little
They were all younger than
boys.
Jesus, though.
But they weren't teenagers.
Like young guys in their 20s.
You considered in that time you were probably considered a man.
Yeah, like 12.
Age. Yeah, 12. Mm-hmm. But your frontal lobe isn't developed.
Yeah.
Of course.
Doesn't make the best decisions given the point. Mm-hmm. After Jesus was resurrected, there's so little. Mm-hmm. Like, they didn't go into great detail about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? They didn't go into great detail.
So, like, the last 2 chapters is about the resurrection and what happened and what Jesus said and did.
Yeah, in that 40 days, when he came back for 40 days, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And Jesus gave them, he explained all the scriptures to them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They didn't write all of it down.
Yeah, there's so... That's the problem. That's what she's saying. Yeah. Like, there's so much that's, like, we can wonder about, like, what happened.
He only explained... He explained the scriptures to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's what she's saying. She's saying that there was more that happened that wasn't recorded. So, like, what was happening during that time? It was just a question.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you just took that one.
Yeah, no, because I didn't understand the question, so I was trying to like get it out. Like, what is?
Yeah, no, these young guys did not record probably the most important words of Christ because they were just listening. He explained all the scriptures. They could have wrote it down, but they didn't.
I think they recorded what we needed.
I wish I would have liked more Jesus.
But how do we know that there was that everything else was more important than what we've got?
Who said that?
I would say more important. I'm just saying they didn't record it.
But who said they didn't? What if what
Why
we got is all?
It's not canonized.
What does that mean?
They didn't put it in the 66 books.
But did they put it somewhere though?
They didn't put what in the 66 books?
The most of what Jesus said after he died and came back.
But it's recorded somewhere.
You said what if it's not, or what if it is recorded? I'm saying it's not because it's
no,
not
but I'm saying like what if like what is recorded is what we need? Because Jesus could have said, "Don't write this. This is just for you guys."
Yeah, but I don't think they was writing while they were talking. I feel like all this was like years after.
Yeah. So you're saying why didn't they write at the moment?
They didn't recall what Jesus said after. They just gave a little summary. Oh yeah, and Jesus.
Right? You said at the end of Acts.
No, like the end of the Gospel.
Okay.
which is John, right?
Yeah, well, I think Luke.
I'll look at Luke.
No, John is less.
Oh, no, I'm saying Luke.
But Luke,
the end of Luke, they kind of speak about the resurrection.
Oh.
And they didn't say that's what the sermon series was about. Was Luke, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the end.
Yeah.
Of
So at the end of Luke, you read Luke the other day. Anyway. You kind of fly over these things with Amy.
No, you gotta. Y'all hear something and I'm like, wait, what? I don't know. Wait.
Yeah, that's fine.
So maybe we should just mute his mic next time. I'm joking.
Still sit in front of him.
Still trying to find it.
Yeah, he ain't gonna let up, so.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, no, but super dope. Literally, just having a place, having a platform to share the heart of Christ, the work ethic of Christ, and just the mind of Christ, really.
Yeah.
It's constantly seeking the Lord, looking out for yourself and others.
Absolutely.
And working really hard while you're doing it.
Absolutely.
Obedient.
And being obedient.
Yeah,
Super
obedient.
obedient.
Absolutely.
How support the conference, y'all?
So look at if that
We should have AV as a speaker. Hey, you only do Q&A.
Yeah.
Don't talk about nothing. Just
AV, come here a second. I want them to. Do you want to see what he looks like? Or should I keep it as a surprise? Because I speak about him a lot to my family. Because I'm always with him.
No, don't. Yeah, hold it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look away, because they didn't see Tank for ages.
I don't want to just jump.
I want. Okay, what do you guys think he looks like?
You could be the her of podcasting.
The what? What's that?
Oh, never mind.
No, I don't want to be that secretive. No, I don't want to be secretive. I just no.
It's cool. I understand.
It's comfortable right here.
There's people out there. The couch is super comfortable.
It is.
If it wasn't so small, I would have put it right here.
Oh yeah, but we're just.
Yeah, we just said yes.
That's awkward. So was that it? Oh, you didn't have a song for me?
Yeah, no. Hey,
I've given up.
Yeah, I'm done.
But then today I told you that there's another Christian hip hop artist that I like.
Yeah.
And you don't understand why?
I kind of understand why. I think the controversial topics and the lyricism of how he's breaking down certain points in defense or kind of just rapping God.
Mm-hmm.
Super bold. Like, I get it.
So it's Bizzle. So P was playing it on the way back from Big Ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Mark doesn't like him.
It's not that I don't like him. I just think the cadence and the topics kind of, all run the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what everybody.
Oh, but then I just, I've only heard, I think one album. So maybe all his other albums are exactly the same, and probably I wouldn't like that.
No, his new stuff all stuff gets better and better.
Okay.
So it's not a worse, but it's like when all you have is Jesus, all you rap about is Jesus. I don't know how long you can live with that. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong.
What do you mean?
The experiences that he was pulling from only seemed to be like worship music. I needed this. You know, I needed something to relate to before.
Do you think it was relatable?
Not his first stuff.
Oh,
like
well, I don't know any of that.
Like his early stuff was just kind of like Jay-Z think he a god. He's pretty odd. And it's like, okay.
Preacher.
Yeah, like, okay, yeah,
I love him.
It's cool. Like, he's like, he can really rap, but it's like, all right.
So
I need music to ride to.
Oh, so it's not. Yeah, but all music isn't for all things.
Not all
I
music
just
for all
want to
things.
dance.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
I love Bizzle, man.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
He can really rap.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, okay, that's good to know. Out of the 40, well, no, we probably did like 20. Out of the 20
We have the
songs,
40 episodes.
out of the 20 songs, I showed you way more songs than on the podcast, but
Oh yeah.
out of the 20 songs on the podcast, you liked one artist that I've never played.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
I did like other songs,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like you've never played me anything that's like, whoa, man.
I'm hurt.
I think there was one where it was when you had COVID, and we done Alive.
I'll look for it.
Yeah, one of the ones you played on there.
But
Well,
yeah,
the other time it's just in.
there was one song.
And then Alison played me this girl. I was like, no.
I don't know.
Yeah. Did you guys pick a song? No?
No, we're not doing
just-
it this week.
No, I'm not ever doing it again.
Yeah.
My feelings are hurt.
Because I sent you that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put it at the end.
Okay,
So
cool.
we were just talking actually about AV and his song Guilt Trip
Guilt trip.
that you like. So we're gonna put that at the end. My favourite song is
Yay.
Blessed. I don't think I've heard this one, but I'm gonna put it at the end.
Yeah, man, this one's pretty raw. I remember I was on a UPS truck.
Oh, right.
I was in Kentucky. I was inside of a Pizza Hut on break in Shepherdsville,
Were you
Kentucky.
a UPS driver in Kentucky?
Yeah, I was the side help. So
yeah.
I was
The one that hangs?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Was it fun?
kinda.
That was my first job.
Was it?
I was a package handler, though.
Oh.
See, I wasn't that cool, man. I was just holiday help. In Kentucky, it really don't get cold like on the
yeah.
holidays. So, man, got my little shorts on.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, it was lit. But I remember, I think you sent it to me.
Yeah.
I think it had more on it though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, fire verse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when he said it, I'm like, oh yeah, man, let that be the song I play at the end, because
Yes, absolutely.
Jade ain't gonna keep disrespecting my music.
No, I want to keep hearing it. We're not getting it. I need to tell the people if it's my cup of tea or not.
Yeah. Oh, I got a light for you too.
And like.
Yeah, so you can
Oh yeah, so we're gonna.
choose the colors.
Dun, dun.
Yeah. But I mean, that's it. I really don't have much for y'all.
No.
Make sure, start this third quarter. Start this third quarter strong, bro.
Yes. And remember, ladies, we have our women's collection at the Boutique Boulevard, the remix at Woodland Mall. So make sure if you are in GR, Grand Rapids, or surrounding areas that you head down to the mall, because we have these tanks. We have them in blue. We have dresses. I'm going to have to wear one next time. We have dresses, black and grey dresses.
I'm gonna wear mine too.
Please don't. But yeah, so make sure you head down and support our women's collection over at the boutique, and go and check out other stuff that they've got. They've got jewelry, they've got handbags, they've got hats.
I'm gonna say it now because we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
So we had a very interesting meeting at the Boutique Boulevard.
Yeah, I
Actually,
always feel like I'm getting in trouble.
yeah, no.
Every time my phone rings and it's them, I'm like, oh no, what did we do?
Yeah, whenever they say, yo, she hit me up directly, Mark,
Oh.
we have a meeting. I need you to be there. And I'm like, oh, she's about to fire us. And we didn't even work for her. I'm nervous for no reason. I'm like, so yeah,
You
man.
literally just texted her.
Yeah. i.e. the meeting basically was saying, Mark, they got everybody there.
Yeah, every vendor.
Every vendor there, all so she can say to my face, Mark, I need you to talk more about the Boutique Boulevard. The Boutique Boulevard 3 mix. So this week, witness, accountability.
Yes.
Y'all, AV didn't know what the Boulevard was
But
until
he
today.
on social media.
I know now though.
Yeah.
You know now though, look, me doing my job. Make sure you send people up to William Mall.
Yeah.
But yeah, accountability, man. I need your help. It's so hard because it's so out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, there's so much, and I was just glad and relieved to know that they think that our products are right. They liked what we bought them, so that was a relief for me.
Yeah, they think we make a lot more money than we do too. man, they put a card on us, man. Yeah, basically they little blowed us quick. Like, yo, this how much we made in 3 months.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, oh.
Yeah.
Y'all just started though.
This.
We just started.
Nobody cares about that.
Yeah, I think like it's been so different for us, and it's going to continue to be a learning curve for us doing the women's stuff though, because it's a whole different ball game, because the sizing is completely different, So we're learning because we've been so used to unisex sizes, so we have to rework everything.
Easy low hanging fruit isn't always the best tasting.
Right.
So, really working hard trying to make sure, women is like half the population.
Right.
Just trying to make sure the other half of the population could be clothed in motivation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey.
And look cute while we're doing it.
Yeah, turn up. So please, if you see me on the gram, if you see me on the book, ask me about the Boutique Boulevard.
Yeah.
I would love to tell you about it.
Yeah.
So.
And I had to show you my bag. Look at the whole. This is so cute. We have pink and black, and are these? I don't even know if they're going online. But if you see us at a pop up, ask us for a bag. There, $5. And we like the new hats as well.
Top hats. How me hot.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the Unity. We did the quiz show this morning. Got the Unity. It's not on our site anymore.
No.
But please still support. And say hi to security.
Yeah.
Be nice to security.
Can I ask you why do you like to wear that hat?
Because it's so funny the looks people give you when they think that you're actually like on job or you're doing something important.
Oh yeah.
So they just look at you like people straighten up pretty quick.
So that's your actual work hat though?
That's my actual work hat.
So you do security?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was a guider.
Nah, man. So
did you get a different role?
Nah, it's all security. It's just crappy jobs.
Oh.
Hey, you can't park here. Who are you? Security. And they laugh.
Do they?
Yeah.
You get laughed at?
I almost got spit. I feel like when I told all these stories before, some lady tried to spit on me.
What? Did you hit him?
Come on. Yeah, I had to hear this.
No, you didn't.
No, I told her, hey, yo, you can't park here. What do you mean I can't park here? You can't park in front of the airport. You got to keep it moving. Like, it's a hazard. I park wherever I want to. I'm like, no, it says no parking. And she spit, and it hit her window. Because her window was, like, actually up. Well, it would have got, like, on my chest or something. But I was so mad I just walked inside. No, I swear I said that.
No, you did not tell me that.
Man, I got mad curve stories, man.
Yeah, you need the new job because we're not dealing with that.
The Trump rally, right? So it was at the airport, but not where, you pick up passengers at, right? Everybody went through there.
Oh.
So I'm in the front because it's my post. Yeah. I have to tell everybody where to go, right? People wouldn't talk to me. They just keep going. My supervisor, this tall white lady or whatever, they're asking, hey, where's the rally and all this stuff. Super dope.
Somebody tried to spit on you.
Somebody tried to spit on me. No, lady got ran over.
What?
I swear I told y'all this. We already talked about
this. No, we have not.
I've
heard this on the podcast before.
Some lady got ran over on the curb.
No.
She was yelling, cheese, help. You tried to reverse. She broke the hip.
No.
Are you serious?
I'm
The
dead.
airport?
I'm dead serious.
Which
You never
one?
told us these stories.
G4.
No, you never told us these stories.
Oh, man. Maybe that's a segment.
Man.
Horrible airport stories.
Yeah. I'm still on the fact that somebody tried to spit on you. That's so rude and disrespectful.
Hey, man. But I used to wear a Hustle Per E hat all the time. Then they told me I couldn't wear it no more. So they gave me the security hat. And people are a lot less nice to security hats than Hustle Per E. Yeah.
Man, guys, if that's because you think you're a Christian and you think you should only be nice to people that are also believing like you, that is not true, because we need to be representing Christ to our security guards, police officers, everybody that is walking, because people will know us by our love.
Yeah.
So that's not just to other Christians and other like-minded people. You need to love, you need to show the love of Christ to people.
Absolutely.
Especially the ones that mistreat you.
Exactly. Love your enemies. Pray for those who mistreat you.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the Lord's Prayer.
And it doesn't mean you have to sit there and let somebody punch you in your face 100 times. You know, it's...
No, but like in day to day, like just be nice. Like it's not even a...
I don't assume people are Christian anymore.
No.
That's probably another fun topic to talk about later.
Yeah.
When you assumed everybody was good.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it's been episode 35.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. And thank you so much for AV for being here for the first time. You have been so helpful. We love you guys. Bye!
And like I'm on a boat in Nova Scotia with a baddie, guilt tripping, still sinning like my soul ain't with my daddy, like he never shined a light on the road that I was traveling. I ain't worthy, I ain't working enough for mercy, I ain't serving enough at church, and I ain't feeling like the clergy. He ain't heard me, I'm too worldly, maybe I should wear a turban, strap a bomb and get to serving. Maybe Allah got the answer, maybe Jesus ain't as perfect, maybe Buddha got the tools to make me useful, maybe Hindu, maybe Jews do, maybe I should do some voodoo, maybe if I do what fools do, I'm a fool too, maybe if I read my Bible I will pull through as I choose to. I'm my biggest problem, I'm the critic prowling, I'm sick of doubting, I can't live without him. I'm on this road cause he picked this route and I ain't shy about it, I die about it. I'm not the driver or the pilot, I'm just riding. Yeah, this a road trip, this a field trip. I've been tripping all week, this a guilt trip. If you